Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, brings you Ottawa University Braves baseball and the Arvest Bank pregame show. Arvest Bank, people helping people find financial solutions for life. Now let's go to the field with your host of OU Braves baseball and the Arvest Bank pregame show, Blake Griffin.
Hello and welcome to Great Bend, Kansas. Blake Griffin for some KCAC tournament action here on the Arvest Bank pregame show. A matchup between 4 and 5 here in the KCAC. The Ottawa Braves coming in the 4th seed, tied with Tabor. Tabor gets the 3 seed on the tiebreaker, coming in at 24 and 10. 36 and 15 overall. The Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles coming in the 5 seed, 36 and 14 overall, 22 and 11 in the conference. It's going to be a good matchup. Braves have faced the Eagles 3 times in the last 3 years, have won 2 of those 3. The last loss coming in the KCAC tournament to Oakville in 2018. 2019, the Braves were able to come out victorious as they ran the table. Oakville, who was, I believe, top 10 in the country at that time. And then last year, Hector Sepulveda started on the mound, went 8 strong innings before being removed with, I believe, a hand injury. In that one, the Braves won that one 3-2. So history in favor of the Braves, trends in favor of the Braves as they won the season series 2-1. Having to travel down to Bartlesville with some weather difficulties up in the city of Ottawa, had to make the home game and away game and went down there and took care of business. Oakville, who was number 22 in the country at the time, now receiving votes. They've been bumped down to the top 25. The only top 25 team in the KCAC being Kansas Wesleyan, who the Braves would see next if they come out victorious. We won't get ahead of ourselves here. But it's a great day for baseball here in Great Bend. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Arvest Bank pregame show here on KOFO.
Farewell complications, later stress, goodbye business hours. Want a new level of banking convenience? Say hello to the Arvest Go mobile banking app from Arvest Bank. With Arvest Go, you can deposit checks, pay bills, log lost or stolen debit cards. You can even pay people directly with just a tap. Arvest Go lets you bank virtually anytime, anywhere, and it's only from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities. Arvest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What do you do when you need your local KOFO news, weather, sports, and entertainment, but you're not in the car or near the radio? First of all, don't panic. We know you don't want to miss out, so we've created a solution.
Connection established.
Visit the all-new KOFO.com, and your problem is solved. Right there at the top of the page, you'll find the big red arrow that says Listen Live. Click it, and you'll enjoy all of the news, weather, sports, and entertainment with our KOFO live stream, powered on all devices by your local Premier Heating and Cooling and now Plumbing Company. All seasons air conditioning and heating. The KOFO live stream brings you everything you hear on 1220 and 103.7 FM. And if you're not by the computer, you can ask Alexa to play KOFO or download the KOFO app on your phone. We're making it easy and convenient to take KOFO wherever you go, anytime, anywhere. So if you can't listen on air, go online to stay caught up with everything you need. Just visit us now at the all-new KOFO.com.
Back here at the Great Bend Sports Complex on Field 1. Good day for Braves sports in general. Softball kicking off their tournament run just an hour after ours. We have first pitch at 11. They have first pitch at noon as they will take on the Tabor Blue Jays as the 1 seed, grabbing their 3rd straight regular season victory of the conference tournament championship. Now looking for a tournament title here, and so are the Braves. Both teams doing the tough task of trying to run the table. Softball has run the table themselves already, already clinching themselves into the opening round. The Braves looking to do the same. Going to be a little bit tough committee-wise. This KCAC conference is very tough in terms of who's going to go nationally. With Oakville at 5, the Braves at 4. Tabor just tied with the Braves, and McPherson above us, all at large at the moment, with a chance to clinch something here in the KCAC tournament. But beyond that, we just don't know what the committee is going to look at. 36-win team here in the 5 seed in the KCAC, the Oakwood Eagles. I mean, 36-14 is a pretty decent team, so it was some pretty notable victories on their side. Just knocked off Tabor, knocked off McPherson as well a couple of weeks ago. It's going to be a tough decision. So the you're listening to the Arvis Bank pregame show here on KOFO.
Farewell complications, later stress. Goodbye business hours. Want a new level of banking convenience? Say hello to the Arvest Go mobile banking app from Arvest Bank. With Arvest Go, you can deposit checks, pay bills, log lost or stolen debit cards. You can even pay people directly with just a tap. Arvest Go lets you bank virtually anytime, anywhere, and it's only from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities. Arvest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Olivia, from Washington. Laid off and trying to keep our little kids from realizing that Mommy and Daddy haven't eaten in a while.
Roger, from California. I'm grateful we could afford our son's surgery. I'm nervous that now we can't really afford food.
Daniel, from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Donna, from Louisiana. The storm just hit, and we went from donating to the food bank to needing it.
Keisha, from South Carolina. I've been skipping meals so my 2 kids can eat, but filling up on water doesn't really work.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Back here at the Great Bend Sports Complex, Blake Griffin here to take you into the KCAC Tournament 4-5 matchup here this afternoon. We'll give you the starting lineups for both teams as we just got them. First for the Road Eagles, playing in the navy tops and the gray bottoms. It'll be Tommy Davis leading things off, batting second, Drenis Ozuna, batting third, Nicholas Chavez, batting fourth, Jordan Smith, batting fifth, Jesus Rojas, batting sixth, Josh Logan, batting seventh, Aaron Gerardis, batting eighth, Darius Council, and batting ninth, Hector Mannon. For the Braves, same lineup we've seen over the last week. Cole Broughton leading things off in left field. Batting second, Zach Spradlin at second. Batting third, Jonah Weisner at third. Batting fourth, Pedro Stassi in the DH spot. Batting fifth, Lucas Rich at first. Batting sixth, Gabe Eckstein in right field. Batting seventh, Nick Sizemore behind the dish. Batting eighth, Liam Volcano at short. And batting ninth, Tyler Farnham in center field. Farnham and Weisner receiving gold gloves with 8 all KCAC selections, including the pitcher of the year, Tyler Bryant, who's not throwing here in Game 1. The whole theory is to save him for Game 2. If you win the game, you are playing K-Dub, and K-Dub, who has not seen Tyler Bryant, would be a great change of pace. Or if you lose, and if necessary, the must-win game, you have to throw your best arm, and that would be Tyler Bryant. It'll be Josh Perez on the mound for the Braves, and it'll be Michael Mendoza for the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles on the mound for Oklahoma Wesleyan. On the season, Michael Mendoza, 14 appearances, 10-4 his record, 1 complete game, and 71 in the third innings pitched, 66 hits, 38 earned runs, 22 walks, 67 Ks for a 4.79 ERA. Kellen Brothers injured this season, so not able to pitch on the mound for the Eagles in this game. Only went 8 appearances. Wishing a speedy recovery for him. You hate to see a team not face their best, but you have to face who's in front of you as Josh Perez takes the mounds. The 2 losses, or rather one of the 4 losses from Mendoza coming
Please stand for the playing of the national anthem.
You've been listening to the OU Braves Baseball Arvest Bank pregame show on KOFO. Arvest Bank, people helping people find financial solutions for life. Stay tuned, our first pitch is next on KOFO. What do you do when you need your local KOFO news, weather, sports, and entertainment, but you're not in the car or near the radio? First of all, don't panic. We know you don't want to miss out, so we've created a solution.
Connection established.
Visit the all-new KOFO.com, and your problem is solved. Right there, at the top of the page, you'll find the big red arrow that says Listen Live. Click it, and you'll enjoy all of the news, weather, sports, and entertainment with our KOFO live stream. Powered on all devices by your local Premier Heating and Cooling and now Plumbing Company. All seasons air conditioning and heating. The KOFO live stream brings you everything you hear on 1220 and 103.7 FM. And if you're not by the computer, you can ask Alexa to play KOFO or download the KOFO app on your phone. We're making it easy and convenient to take KOFO wherever you go, anytime, anywhere. So if you can't listen on air, go online to stay caught up with everything you need. Just visit us now at the all-new KOFO.com.
Olivia from Washington. Laid off and trying to keep our little kids from realizing that Mommy and Daddy haven't eaten in a while.
Roger from California. I'm grateful we could afford our son's surgery. I'm nervous that now we can't really afford food.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Donna from Louisiana. The storm just hit, and we went from donating to the food bank to needing it.
Keisha from South Carolina. I've been skipping meals so my 2 kids can eat, but filling up on water doesn't really work.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. If you're a Star Wars nerd, a fan, you know the rest. And if you're not, you still know Luke, Leia, and Darth. You know, their dad. Oops, spoiler alert, it's time for Trivia Night at Primetime Grill, so get your Jedi on and join us tonight at 7 for Star Wars Trivia. Whether you know your R2-D2 from your BB-8, we'll have questions for everyone, and you'll have a chance to win a $50 Primetime Grill gift card, all while you enjoy the full-service bar and Kansas cuisine. May the Force be with you, and you with us, tonight for Star Wars Trivia Night at Primetime Grill. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to Ottawa University Braves Baseball on 103.7 FM, 1220 AM, streaming online at KOFO.com or through your smart speaker. KOFO streaming is powered by All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating. OU Braves Baseball on KOFO is brought to you by Eney's Body Shop and Repair, Grub & Chug, Quality Structures, Kansas State Bank, and by Nuco Concrete, CarStar, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, Sutton's Jewelry, also by Ottawa University, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Advent Health Ottawa, and by the Ottawa Herald, Arvest Bank, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. Now let's go to the field and join KOFO's Blake Griffin for OU Braves Baseball. How many times have you heard universities and colleges make claims about having student-centered personalized learning? Really? In a lecture hall of 500 students? That's no way to learn, and that's not how you learn at Ottawa University. With reasonable class sizes, students have the opportunity to actually participate in class, connect with their peers, and feel invested in their school community. That's how learning takes place, and how students at Ottawa University are prepared for a life of significance. Find out more about starting your experience at Ottawa University by visiting ottawa.edu.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
The Advent Health Ottawa Health Park at the Goyer Building at 9th and Main is now open. The health park includes renovated suites for family and internal medicine, pediatrics, neurology, sleep medicine, and rheumatology. Find out more at adventhealthottawa.com. What do you do when you need your local KOFO news, weather, sports, and entertainment, but you're not in the car or near the radio? First of all, don't panic. We know you don't want to miss out, so we've created a solution. Visit the all-new KOFO.com, and your problem is solved. Right there, at the top of the page, you'll find the big red arrow that says Listen Live. Click it, and you'll enjoy all of the news, weather, sports, and entertainment with our KOFO live stream. Powered on all devices by your local Premier Heating and Cooling and now Plumbing Company. All seasons air conditioning and heating. The KOFO live stream brings you everything you hear on 1220 and 103.7 FM. And if you're not by the computer, you can ask Alexa to play KOFO or download the KOFO app on your phone. We're making it easy and convenient to take KOFO wherever you go, anytime, anywhere. So if you can't listen on air, go online to stay caught up with everything you need. Just visit us now at the all-new KOFO.com.
Olivia from Washington. Laid off and trying to keep our little kids from realizing that Mommy and Daddy haven't eaten in a while.
Roger from California. I'm grateful we could afford our son's surgery. I'm nervous that now we can't really afford food.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Donna from Louisiana. The storm just hit, and we went from donating to the food bank to needing it.
Keisha from South Carolina. I've been skipping meals so my 2 kids can eat, but filling up on water doesn't really work.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. If you're a Star Wars nerd, fan, you know the rest. And if you're not, you still know Luke, Leia, and Darth. You know, their dad. Oops, spoiler alert. It's time for Trivia Night at Primetime Grill, so get your Jedi on and join us tonight at 7 for Star Wars Trivia. Whether you know your R2-D2 from your BB-8, we'll have questions for everyone, and you'll have a chance to win a $50 Primetime Grill gift card, all while you enjoy the full-service bar and Kansas cuisine. May the Force be with you, and you with us, tonight for Star Wars Trivia Night at Primetime Grill. Baseball on radio. You can hear the roar of the crowd, the crack of the bat, the play at the plate, all in your mind's eye. It's how the game is played and heard. KOFO is proud to bring you the 2023 season of the Kansas City Royals, courtesy of our longtime title sponsor, State Farm agent Ryan Disbrow, and our generous game sponsors, including the Gun Guys, Sutton's Jewelry, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, and the Ottawa Herald. Your source for information and entertainment, and Royals baseball on radio, 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Back here at the Great Bend Sports Complex, Blake Griffin returning to you after a swift top half of the first inning. Had some difficulties with the audio as the internet connection is not phenomenal here. We're pushing it through a phone here at Great Bend, Kansas. It almost went 1-2-3. Perez was able to retire the top 2 and then hit a batter, but was then able to get a ground out to end the inning. Ground out, strikeout, ground out. As Cole Broughton will lead things off here for the Braves as he fouls that one off. So it'll be Mendoza on the mound, as we mentioned. The face-off against Cole Broughton, first team, all conference. That one's on the ground. Manning across the diamond in time, 6-3 is how we start the home half of the first. I try to catch up all of my notes here on my statistics. Cole Broughton retired to lead things off. The Braves looking to pounce early. It's something that has kind of been a trademark for the offense. especially with how Josh looks in the top half of the first, retiring the first couple of batters here for the Eagles. As Spradlin chopped that one on the ground again, Manning will be called on to make a play across the diamond in time. 6-3 back-to-back here for the Braves. A little in front of Mendoza here to start. And the defense already proven to be strong on both sides. Fresh turf last year. Casey was telling me when we were here last year at the complex. We did the infield. The turf just looks gorgeous here on the infield as Weisner will watch that one ring the outside corner. 325 down the line, 400 to dead center, 375 to both gaps. As Weisner will watch that one miss low. Braves, as we mentioned, took the season series from Oakwoo as Weisner will jam shot this one into left field. That's one's going to drop foul. Do not have the best angle by any means down this left field line, which is unfortunate because we have so many righties that might be able to pull some balls down the line. We'll try to keep you as informed as possible. As that one will miss outside. Braves taking the series 2-1. Won 4-3 and 6-1 in games 1 and 3. Lost game 2, 12-1 in a run rule loss. As Weisner will fight that one off. Will find itself up the middle. Ozuna on the backhand across the diamond. In time, 1-2-3 go the Braves. And a quick first inning both ways. We'll go to the break. You're right back to listen to Braves Baseball here on KOFO.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Our desire is to provide the very best in funeral service. Our commitment has helped us reach that goal. We will always strive to reach higher. This is Dangle & Son Mortuary, setting the standard for funeral service.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, wants your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Michael McDaniels, 785-992-0001, extension 2189.
Farewell complications. Later stress. Goodbye business hours. Want a new level of banking convenience? Say hello to the Arvest Go mobile banking app from Arvest Bank. With Arvest Go, you can deposit checks, pay bills, log lost or stolen debit cards. You can even pay people directly with just a tap. Arvest Go lets you bank virtually anytime, anywhere. And it's only from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities. Arvest Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at the Great Bend Sports Complex as we steam through the top part and the bottom part of inning number 1. Couple zeros hung on the board both ways. Here from Great Bend, Kansas, it'll be Rojas. As the first pitch to him will miss low. Rojas playing right field. They have all three of their outfielders batting back-to-back as we go 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Eagles. A team that everybody was high on to start this season at a little bit of a hiccup, much like they kind of did last year, losing to the Braves in the middle part of the season. Would have kept things strong. It's now hit on the ground. Volcano got to get rid of it quickly. Throws it away into, or rather off of the Oakwoo dugout. Volcano has some tough time getting out of his glove. And an E6 will allow Rojas to reach on the leadoff. So a leadoff base runner for Josh Logan. Logan on the year, 341. A plethora of bats above 300. Actually can't find really one that isn't above 300 in their sort of starting nine. Couple of guys above 400, Ozuna and Davis. Rojas as well as Adams, because we get a big off move, nothing doing over there. But a older team in the starting nine. Logan, Davis, and Chavez, the only juniors, the rest seniors. As that one will find the bottom part of the zone at the knee.
Now moves to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner who reached via the error to lead things off. Perez pumps that one. A little bit of top of the glove action here to start. Loving that fastball. Beautiful day. Partly cloudy here in Great Bend, Kansas. Supposed to be the more mild of the weekend as that one hits softly to Weisner. Weisner will go to second for one. Sprattling across the diamond. Threw it away. Was unable to get out of the way of the runner. Didn't know if we were going to see an interference call on that one. But 5-4. And Logan will remain on base with 1 out via the fielder's choice. Braves going 1-2 in the tournament last year. Won this game against Oakwood and then lost to Tabor and K-Dub. K-Dub would actually go on to win as the runner takes off. Good throw by Sizemore, actually trickles into the outfield, and they will actually, looks like they'll call interference. So Logan will return to the dugout. Or pardon me. Logan will return to first. Gerardis retired on the catcher's interference. We'll see if it's a tough one to write down on the book. It puts 2 outs on the board as Perez gets the ground out once again. Volcano having to pick a nice one. Flips it over to Stradlin right in the chest. The Braves defense is buzzing. We'll see if they get the bats going as we return here from Great Bend. Bottom of the second coming up, 0-0 our score. You're listening to Braves Baseball here on KOFM.
How many times have you heard universities and colleges make claims about having student-centered, personalized learning? Really? In a lecture hall of 500 students? That's no way to learn, and that's not how you learn at Ottawa University. With reasonable class sizes, students have the opportunity to actually participate in class, connect with their peers, and feel invested in their school community. That's how learning takes place, and how students at Ottawa University are prepared for a life of significance. Find out more about starting your experience at Ottawa University by visiting ottawa.edu.
Each year, more than 3.5 million older adults are victims of financial exploitation in the U.S. Many are afraid to report it, but taking action prevents additional victims. Here's what you can do. Stop. Don't interact with the scammers. Verify the source with a trusted person and report it right away if you think you've been scammed. Call 1-800-922-5330 to report. Sponsored by the state of Kansas and aired in cooperation with the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
4, 5, 6, 2-1 for the Braves as we return here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. Blake Griffin here taking you through this opening round of the matchup between the 4-5 seed Pedro Estacio. The big man will lumber his way into the box to face Mendoza to start and take a big hack. Missing. Moving the count to 0-1. Mendoza mentioned faced the Braves. Was one of his 4 losses. Spoke about that before the national anthem came up. As that one's ripped out in the right center field. Going back. And off the wall. Gerardis can find it. Estacio into third with a stand-up triple. Leads things off. Estacio, who has had such a good stretch down at the latter part of the season, continues with his good form. We'll bring up Lucas Rich, who is having something of a renaissance himself. That the week of Rich for quite some time has seen his average skyrocket into just about second or third place on the season in 360, 22 RBI in the season for Rich as that one fouled off. Estacio, his first triple on the season, is a big one here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. As Mendoza comes with a 1-1. That'll miss off the plate. Mendoza, the short pants, got the sort of stirrups the faux stirrups on. Not tight, but short. Not Walker Bueller, Spencer Strider-esque, as that one will miss low. Rich, ahead in the count, 3-1. In the driver's seat, looking to put the Braves up early. As that one rings to the outside corner, moves it back to full. If there's anything you can say about this Braves lineup, it's that at-bats will not come easy. Pitcher's got to work. As the full count, he's down the left field. Ranging back is Logan. Going back towards the wall. Astasio will tag. The throw will be cut off at third by Council. And the Braves scratch one across first. Bottom of the second, advantage goes to the Braves, 1-0. Lucas Rich grabbing an RBI. His 23rd RBI on the season. Hip, hip, hooray, indeed. As next time we'll look to continue the inning. Big swing and a miss. Rojas with the fastball stomping on that one. Returns to the windup after the fly out, sac fly from Rich, as that one will miss off the plate. Braves would love to get a win here, not using TV, not using Ultralight, as that one fell off towards the softball field. No score over there, as they haven't started yet. Nobody on the field just yet. Everybody getting ready to go over there for the Braves. Next time, big cut and a miss on that one, as that will put him down on strikes. Strikeout number 1 for Mendoza. We'll bring up Nick Sizemore. One half of the battery here for game number 1. Always love when you can have both your catchers in the lineup, with Rich playing first. Yes, both of them battled back and forth to start the year. Rich had to miss a little bit with an injury, and Sizemore got a majority of those starts because of that, as that one sit on the ground. Over to short. Manning gonna have to wait on the long hop. Goes it across the diamond in time to retire the side. 6-3, his third infield assist of the game. With the Braves scratching across here in the second. Perez will look to shut things down. When we return here, the top half of the third, the Great Bend Sports Complex, you listen to Braves baseball here on KOFO.
At CarStar Ottawa, we offer comprehensive auto body services, from repairing minor dents and dings to restoring your vehicle to pre-accident condition. CarStar Ottawa, 402 North Main Street. Relax, we'll take it from here.
Does experience matter when your vehicle needs repairs? It does at Beanie's Body Shop and Repair in Ottawa. Our mechanics have decades of experience in the business of making sure you and your vehicle are safe on the road. When you need repairs and peace of mind, call 785-242-4082.
Back here at the Great Bend Sports Complex, Blake Griffin here for KOFO Radio, looking very much into the sun this afternoon. Got the 11 o'clock game. Was joking with a couple of the guys. Wish they would have won that third game against Bethany. Got that 3 o'clock game was at 11 o'clock. But it's a great day in general. The wind's not too heavy. The flags are blowing, but they're not as stiff as they were last year. I tell you what, the wind was howling here last year. So it looks like it's going to be a great weekend. Going to get some temperatures up into the 80s. Always a great time out here in Great Bend. We are a little concerned about some rain. We'll knock on wood. As a former baseball player, you don't like to speak about the weather for fear that it might come back and bite you. But it looks like we have a little bit on the forecast tomorrow. But that should be it throughout the weekend. Fingers crossed it misses us so we can get all the games in. It'll be Hector Manning to lead things off for the Eagles, 9-1-2, due up for Oklahoma Wesleyan. 36-win team. Another 30-win season for the Eagles as that one's fouled off. As Perez in the count 0-2, eyeing down another strikeout, and he'll get it. Second K of the game for Josh Perez as he finds himself into a groove. Has allowed just 3 base runners. Hit Chavez. Rojas reached on an error, and Josh Logan reached on a fielder's choice. And that one is hit first pitch swinging. Spradlin takes it out the long hop. In time, Davis is retired. Back-to-back ground out on the ledger for Davis. I mentioned this Eagles team with, actually, the Braves with 8 all KCAC selections. The Eagles with 12. Davis, one of them. With Ozuna in there as well. Chavez, second team. Jordan Smith, second team. Logan, second team. And Mendoza, second team on the mound. Count even at 1-1. Perez rocks and deals. It's a big swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him on that one. Struck at Ozuna in the first. Looking to do so here again in the third. Perez in the zone. The 1-2. Got him again. Swinging strikeout number 3 for Perez. Another 0 hung on the board. We'll see if the Braves bats can add some more. They lead 1-0. Bottom of the third coming up here from Great Bend. You're listening to Braves Baseball here on KOFO.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Easy and convenient. That's what we want your banking experience to be at Kansas State Bank. So we invite you to visit the all-new Kansas State Bank Digital Banking Suite. Just log in at mykansasstatebank.com. Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Bottom of the third, just about the underway here from Great Bend. Blake Griffin here for KOFO Radio. Braves lead 1-0. Trying to look to get to Rojas again. It'll be 8-9-1. Volcanoes, Varnum, and Groton here in the home half of the third. Last loss for Mendoza on the mound came against Tabor back on April 17th. Went 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 2 home runs. That game was in Hillsboro, and as we know, those games can be quite offense heavy. Ended up losing that game 10-5 and lost the series in total. Williams hits softly to the left-hand side. Council fields it on the backhand across the diamond in time. 5-3 is how LV is retired. Braves, selective with their pitches so far, have been able to put a majority of them in play. Only 1 strikeout from Mendoza coming from Eckstein, who was cut out in front. Farnham will hit that one right back the middle. Oh, unfortunately, right off Mendoza's foot. Looks like Mendoza will be okay as he flips it over to first. A absolutely tough break for Tyler Farnham as that one was right up the middle. Probably would have been a tough play for any of the middle infielders for the Eagles. But instead, been a soccer played by Mendoza for out number 2. Lineup flips Cole Broughton. We'll watch that one off the dish. First team all KCAC Cole Broughton. 388 batting average, 17 home runs, 54 RBI. Look to jumpstart a Braves rally here with 2 outs. He's done that on several occasions here throughout this season. Cole Broughton, who has been great the whole year round, as he pops that one into the air. Smith over in the foul territory, battling the wind and the sun. Makes the squeeze. P3 ends the third. A quick home half of the third as we zoom our way into the fourth in under 30 minutes. We're right back. You're listening to Braves Baseball here on KOFO.
I'm John Newhouse of Newco Concrete. From our first contact with you to the cleanup when we're done, you'll find our staff and crew to be professional, respectful, and reliable. That's the only way we do business at Newco Concrete.
Visit online at newcoconcrete.com.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. If you're a Star Wars nerd, a fan, you know the rest. And if you're not, you still know Luke, Leia, and Darth. You know, their dad. Oops, spoiler alert. It's time for Trivia Night at Primetime Grill, so get your Jedi on and join us tonight at 7 for Star Wars Trivia. Whether you know your R2-D2 from your BB-8, we'll have questions for everyone, and you'll have a chance to win a $50 Primetime Grill gift card, all while you enjoy the full-service bar and Kansas cuisine. May the Force be with you, and you with us, tonight for Star Wars Trivia Night at Primetime Grill.
Top of the fourth inning here from Great Bend, Kansas. Braves and Eagles. Oklahoma Wesleyan and Ottawa University meeting for the fourth time in a row here in the KCAC tournament. Braves lead that margin 2-1. The last loss coming in 2018 against this Eagles team. As Perez will watch that one miss low. 3-4-5, Chavez, Smith, Rojas here for Oklahoma Wesleyan to face Perez, who has been on one here this afternoon. Perez making start number 7, perfect record of 4-0, 2 complete games in total, and 34 1/3 innings pitched as that one will miss off the plate. 32 hits allowed, 15 earned runs, 41 strikeouts for a 3.93 ERA. Kicks and deals as that one will miss low. Full count. Payoff pitch coming from Perez. Chops softly. Will stay fair. And kicks foul. Sizemore not happy with himself. Couldn't get to it in time. Hit high into the air. Hit the turf. And then spun foul. Would have been a huge break for the Braves. Would have been able to get Chavez out of there. They'll strike back into this. Chavez, one of 3 Eagles to reach base. Chavez was hit. Rojas reaching there, and Logan reached via the fielder's choice. The 3-2 will miss. Chavez able to work the free pass for the second time. And we'll bring up Jordan Smith. Smith had a seed over to Weisner in his first at-bat. Weisner flashing the gold leather, the newly dubbed gold leather, as that one will bring in there for strike number 1. 2 gold glove recipients on this team, Weisner and Farnham, as Perez works fast, gets Smith out in front, count moves to 0-2. Pardon me. Perez eyeing down strikeout number 4. Settles, runner starts and stops. That one misses in the dirt anyway. Just had the 1 stolen base attempt by Rojas in the early parts of the game. Had to return back to first as Gerardus was retired with a catcher's interference. The count evens to 2-2. Perez. Love a ground ball here. That one hit right to Volcano. Volcano over to Spradlin for one across the diamond in time. A twin killing. 6-4-3 Taylor made. Add that one to the list of predictions. William had a tough time getting out of his glove and then had to overcompensate and ended up throwing it off the screen in front of the Eagles dugout. That one will be hit into left field, out of the reach of Liam, and a two-out base knock. First hit issued by Josh Perez here in the fourth inning. 3 2/3 innings of no-hit baseball. That's exactly what you wanted out of your, well, I would say Friday night guy. It's your Wednesday morning guy. Your game one guy. Would love him to set the tone, and that's exactly what he's done so far. As, again, out in the front is Josh Logan. Logan grounded the ball to Weisner last time. It went 5-4, couldn't get the back end for the double play. Short lead over at first. Perez has the ground ball hit left-hand side. Volcano sliding to his left. Goes to second in time for out number 3. Liam feeling left out on the Gold Glove Award. Gives that man an honorary Gold Glove. Bottom of the fourth inning coming up here from Great Bend. The Braves lead by 1. You're listening to Braves baseball here on KOFO.
Whether it's hot or cold, don't let the fear of the cost keep you from making sure your home is comfortable. Hi, this is Jason, your airman, owner of All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating. We don't believe in hidden costs or fees that you find out about after the work is done. With our flat rate upfront pricing, you'll know the cost first, not how much is added later. That's just how we do business. Friendly, transparent, and here to serve your heating and cooling needs. Call today, 8888 Airman, keeping you comfortable in all seasons. All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating.
Baseball on radio. You can hear the roar of the crowd, the crack of the bat, the play at the plate, all in your mind's eye. It's how the game is played and heard. KOFO is proud to bring you the 2023 season of the Kansas City Royals, courtesy of our longtime title sponsor, State Farm agent Ryan Disbro, and our generous game sponsors, including the Gun Guys, Sutton's Jewelry, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, and the Ottawa Herald. Your source for information and entertainment, and Royals baseball on radio, 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Back here from the Great Bend Sports Complex, want to thank a couple of our sponsors. Reverend Chug, Quality Structures Incorporated, in Kansas State Bank, as we get started here in the bottom half of the fourth. Spradlin, Weisner, Estacio 2-3-4, as Spradlin will launch that one in the dirt. Spradlin, a ground out victim in his first at bat as the Braves at 1-2-3 in the first. Rodden, Spradlin, Weisner all grounded out pull side, respectively. Spradlin, who has had a tear of a senior year. We were always unsure whether or not he was going to come back for this year, had an extra year of eligibility. Hitting .383 this season, and for quite a bit of time was hitting well above 400, much like he did last year. Was sitting on the 9-hole, and then had to move up to the 2-hole. He was hitting so well. As that one hit off the screen on the backstop, and the count runs full. Just shy of 50 at 49 hits. Spradlin out on the left. Going back is Logan. Going back towards the wall, looking up, and it's over the wall! Zach Spradlin! Solo shot! And the Braves lead by 2. What a guy, what a moment. Zach Spradlin moves the home run. We'll let you listen to this dugout. Hip, hip, hooray. The Braves are rolling. All energy all the time, all gas, no brakes. As Weisner hits that one out in the left field. That one's down for a single. 2-0 Braves lead. And if you had to probably circle one person, the only person less likely to be circled for a solo shot here in Great Bend would be Liam, who has one on the year. Spradlin's fourth home run this season. Again, sparks the Braves' offense. They look ridiculously good on defense, as Pedro will watch that one miss low. Now getting it done with the 6 on the other side. Couple of pitchers out in the Eagles bullpen. Nobody really going. I think one's maybe just looking for some water. As Estacio launches that one out on the left. Logan going back towards the wall. We'll find at the warning track. Estacio just missing that one. I don't know if that dugout would have been able to handle a 2-run shot from Pedro there. My goodness. Braves all over Mendoza here in the fourth. Home run single fly out with a loud out number 1. Lucas Rich is going to keep the party rolling. We'll hit that one in the right field. Weisner will stop at second. And Lucas Rich, in his first official at-bat here at Great Bend, gets himself a single at an RBI sac fly out to left in his first plate appearance. Doesn't go down as an at-bat. That one does. The single. 2 on. 1 out for Eckstein. We're going to exercise some demons after his first at-bat. Struck out swinging. The only strikeout on the ledger for Mendoza. Takes and deals. That one in the dirt. Good block by Chavez. Chavez, the Gold Glove recipient for the catcher position here in the KCAC. So not a lot going to be given away for free this afternoon from him. Next time, hits that one down the left-hand side. That one's going to get straight over the outfield. Not far enough as Council will recover it, but the bases are juiced. Next time, stung that one. Council kind of caught in between, trying to field it in the middle of his body or go for the backhand, and just fumbled it. E5 will bring up Nick Sizemore in a big spot. Bases loaded. The Braves have a chance to break this game open here in this inning. They sent one high into the air. I lost it. That sun is fighting. Council over towards me here by the dugout. Next to catch for out number 2. And we'll bring up LV, Liam Volcano. 17 RBI on the season, 270. Looking for a big opportunity here in this one. Skies that one into shallow infield. Under it is Mannon, and Mendoza's able to get out of the bases loaded jam. But not before Zach Bradlin goes deep. Doubles the Braves lead. They lead by 2 as we at the top of the 5th inning. Listen to Braves baseball here on KOFO. Hello?
When it comes to jewelry, the fit is important, not just on your finger, but on your wallet. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton at Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa, where we work to fit your ring to fit your budget. Diamonds come in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. The last thing we want is for you to think you can't afford a beautiful new ring. Come see our selection at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main, downtown, where there's no high-pressure sales. We just want to be sure the fit on your finger matches the fit on your finances. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
The Advent Health Ottawa Health Park at the Goyer Building at 9th and Main is now open. The health park includes renovated suites for family and internal medicine, pediatrics, neurology, sleep medicine, and rheumatology. Find out more at adventhealthottawa.com.
Back here for the top half of the fifth inning, it will be 7, 8, and 9 as Garrett will watch that one miss. Downstairs, Perez was just the one hit allowed as that one is in there. Rojas, a single in the fourth. But before that, just a handful of base runners. As nothing has left the infield yet. Had the one single that went out into left. But other than that, not a lot of action for these outfielders. Perez controlled this game so far. Even in the count 2-2, Perez eyeing on another strikeout. Will not get it as that one fouled off the foot. It takes some time as Garrett moves himself around, making sure he's okay. Long pause from Perez as Rojas is back in. Or Garrett is, pardon me. Got him. Swinging. Another K for Josh Perez. Making the most of his opening game start. All over this Oakville Eagles offense. Strikeouts number 4 on the morning as that one hit softly on the ground to Volcano across the diamond. It's time. 6-3. Perez just over the 50 pitch mark in the fifth. Has been textbook. Exactly what the Braves needed, just the doctor ordered. As Hector Manning will strike to the dish, 0 for 1 on the afternoon as well. As that will ring in there for strike number 1. Perez, we mentioned, just a handful of starts. Has been off and on the starter this season. As that one's another ground Volcano to his left. A lot of action over there. Softly across the diamond. Count how many plays Volcano's made. Liam, deserving of a gold glove. Might have been subbed. Might have to go and change that this afternoon. Bottom of the fifth coming up. Braves lead by 2. Right back against the Braves baseball here on KOFO.
How many times have you heard universities and colleges make claims about having student-centered, personalized learning? Really? In a lecture hall of 500 students? That's no way to learn, and that's not how you learn at Ottawa University. With reasonable class sizes, students have the opportunity to actually participate in class, connect with their peers, and feel invested in their school community. That's how learning takes place, and how students at Ottawa University are prepared for a life of significance. Find out more about starting your experience at Ottawa University by visiting ottawa.edu.
Bottom of the fifth inning, we'll take a couple more of our sponsors. All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, Sutton's Jewelry, and Advent Health Ottawa as we get things rolling. Tyler Farnham will lead things off here in the home half of the fifth. You can hear how loud, energetic this Braves dugout is. I'm right next to it. You probably got a great ear into how energetic they are here on the morning. Love to see that energy coming out of the gate. It's tough to get up, tough to get ready for an 11 a.m. game, especially when you know if you win, you got a 7 o'clock game coming up later this afternoon. The Braves lead by 2. Started this game at 11. We are in the Bottom of the fifth, over halfway done at the 45-minute mark. It's Farnham right back to Mendoza again. My goodness. Give that man a break. Has hit the ball right to Mendoza twice. The first one hit his foot, the second one right in the glove. Unlucky on back-to-back attempts as Cole Broughton will stride in for his third at-bat. Ground out, pop out. The Braves' first team all KCAC selection. 8 in total, 3 first teams, 2 second team, 1 honorable mention, 2 gold gloves. Pitcher of the year, Tyler Bryant. Newcomer of the year, Caden Gray. Cole Broughton will watch that one off. Don't know who else you would have given it to if not for Caden Gray. 5 saves for the freshman, who has just looked seasoned out there on the mound every time he's pitched, as that one's counted foul. Tyler Bryant, also first team all KCAC. Jonah Weisner, all first team. Bradley and Rich, second team, and Eric Reese, honorable mention. Almost feel like Reese is a little snub there. Might have been the best reliever in the conference, in my opinion. As Broughton will hit that one high in the air and foul out of play. A lot of vans coming in this morning with everybody starting to play just about this time. Softball about to kick off on the field next to us. As Broughton again will fight that one off. 2 games for softball here this afternoon. As they have 2 fields to have games on, just the 1 baseball field. We had a disruption here. Mendoza didn't do the correct thing. If you lick your hand or you go to your hat, you have to go and wipe it off first. Didn't do it. But it doesn't matter. Gets the strikeout after the change of balls. Softball taking on York over there. Just moved to number 16 in the country. And Spradlin will strike in with 2 outs. End of the hour. Already went deep one time as that one's fouled right off the mask of Chavez, pardon me. Braves baseball and softball looking to continue the winning spring that the Braves have had. Women's flag football winning the conference championship and conference tournament. Men's lacrosse winning the regular season conference championship, falling short in the championship, and women's lacrosse having a great season as well, falling short in the championship themselves. As Spradlin goes the other way this time, Ozuna out to the outfield. Backpedaling makes the catch, P4 to end the 5th. 2-0 our score. Perez spinning the gem when we come back. Top of the 6th. Listen to Braves baseball here on KOFO.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Our desire is to provide the very best in funeral service. Our commitment has helped us reach that goal. We will always strive to reach higher. This is Dangle & Son Mortuary, setting the standard for funeral service.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, wants your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Michael McDaniels, 785-992-0001, extension 2189. If working from a cubicle is not for you, and if you're motivated by setting sales goals and reaching them, then your next career opportunity is waiting for you at KOFO Radio. In a highly visible outside position, the right marketing consultant will act as a KOFO ambassador to the business community, developing new and existing local and regional marketing solutions to area business owners. KOFO has all the tools and training to help the right person succeed. Email your resume to kofo@kofo.com. KOFO Radio is an equal opportunity employer.
Top of the order here in the top half of the 6th. Josh Perez makes his 3rd trip through the lineup. We'll see if it has any difference. 1 hit in total here for the Eagles, coming off the bat of Jesus Rojas. In total, there's 5 base runners for the Eagles. 1 coming off an error, 1 coming off a walk, and 1 off the fielder's choice to go along with the single. Perez 4 Ks and just under 60 pitches as he comes into the sixth. Way out in front and ahead in the count 1-2 now to Tommy Davis. Davis, first team all KCAC. And rightfully so, hitting over 400 on the season. That one, throwaway pitch in the dirt, nothing doing from Davis. 426, the season average for Davis. 7 home runs, 45 RBI out of the leadoff spot. Those 14 doubles. A late chance to swing on that one. Spradlin watched that one bounce once in front of them across the ridge. A little closer than you probably would have liked. But a out nonetheless to start things here in the sixth. The Rays would love to use as little of their bullpen as possible. It does go deep. You know, you have a lot of arms that you would love to throw in there. But if Perez is going to give you some good innings here, you ride the hot arm. Go as long as you can, knowing that you got Kansas Wesleyan in the evening matchup if you win. That's always the stipulation, if you win. The games today for both Ottawa University teams, as I want to miss well. If the Braves win, they get blessed with a game at 7. And same for Ottawa softball. If they win at noon, they play at 5. Don't know if we've seen a Braves sweep here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. Certainly has not happened in my 5 years at Ottawa. Actually, I'd have to check. Back when the Braves won it in 21, I don't know if the softball team won it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Perez. As Ozuna well out in front. Braves snap like that one. Takes and deals, looking for another strikeout. Well, out in front again, and Meisner will stab it in foul territory. Big, long battle, still stays at 2-2. Perez in the dirt. Ozuna checks the swing. Ozuna 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. And I do stand corrected. We did see a Rays sweep in 2021. The 3-2 fouled off. The Braves, the 5 seed in that tournament, ran the table. They beat Tabor, K-Dub, Oakwood, and McPherson all to get themselves that opening round bid. It's out in front again is Ozuna. 3 at back, 3 Ks. The sombrero for Ozuna. No answer for Josh Perez here in his 5 2/3. My goodness. The man is on. It must be the highlighter yellow. Has to be. Has to be the Union. 2 outs. That one will miss low. Chavez, a thorn in the side of Perez. 2 Eagles have reached twice. Chavez hit by pitch and a walk. Rojas an error and a single. As way out in front is Chavez. Count 1-1. Braves took that improbable run, winning their first tournament championship in quite some time. Went on to get seated in Loyola as Chavez again gets hit. 2 out base runner for Oklahoma Wesleyan. As they will be sent down to Loyola down in New Orleans. And had a great showing out there in New Orleans, but just kind of ran out of pitching at the end. One game won against the host Loyola, but then just kind of ran out of steam at the end. Did not have Tyler Bryant in that series. Always would have loved to have him a year early. The Braves, full compliments of everything. Start, stop, no runner over at first. As falling behind is Perez on Smith. Smith 0 for 2. Pair of ground outs, 5-3, 6-4-3. Perez moving to the bottom part of the zone. With a lot of ground outs. He hits back-to-back batters. Ouch. That one's not going to feel good. Yeah, I felt that one from here. Coach Swift will head out to the mound just to calm things down. Perez not in any sort of hot water yet. Has really been okay so far. It's just a couple of free passes. That's the fourth. 3 hit batters and a walk. 1 single and an error. 1 hit in total. No runs on the board so far for Perez. Knock on wood. I'm going to tightrope his way out of this inning, as we'll give you a couple of our sponsors here on the break. Dingle and Son Mortuary, the Ottawa Herald, and CarStar. Appreciate your support of the KOFO station. Perez and Swift will take their full time out there. Red Hot Chili Peppers bringing it out. Great music choice here at the park. Great Bend Sports Complex. Second time I've been out here, and both times, great music selection. I don't know who's running the DJ, but props to them. 2 out, 2 on for Jesus Rojas, the only man with a base knock here for the Eagles, as Perez will miss that one off the dish. And when you start to miss, you start to have the zone squeeze a little bit. Perez not getting that call on the outside corner we're used to seeing him yet. That's ice back to second a couple of times. Deals. That went it back towards the fence. Curtis Turner out there for the Eagles will be Nate Vigil. Came in for Chavez. As again fouled off at the dish from Rojas. Perez really need to get out of this inning. 6 strong would be huge. Would love 7. With the Braves enough arms to probably go 7-8-9 if they needed to. That one, Will missed inside. Sizemore wanted it. Was starting his run back in towards the dugout. Got to be careful when you're doing that. I know, especially myself as a catcher, you got to kind of rapport against the home plate umpire. I mean, it looked like a strike from here. Sizemore obviously thought so. You got to make sure the umpire doesn't know you're showing him up there. Is that one a miss as well? Full count. Runners off with the pitch. Visual at second. Smith at first. Josh Perez trying to get himself out of hot water the first time he's been in hot water here in this now afternoon game. Runners take off. The 3-2 hit towards the dugout. Rojas has reached twice. E6 and a single, both to the left-hand side. You see Liam a little to his left, or his right, rather. As that one got him. Ooh, didn't get him. My goodness. Sizemore wanted it. Perez was running off the field, thought he got it as well. Cheering over on the softball field as the bases now go loaded. Tying run at second on the legs of Jordan Smith. Josh Logan at the dish. Facing Josh Perez. Really needing to get out of this jam. Walking a tightrope, trying his best to DDX. That one on this low. Need to slow things down. Todd out there all turf. Take a breather. That one's going to get down. They're going to wave one run around. Smith will run in towards the dish and will score. A 2-run single for Josh Logan. As that'll be the end of the outing for Perez. Just 2 hits and tough all the way around. Story of the day was just 3 passes. We'll see who they bring out. It will be Eric Reese, the appearance leader for the Braves. When we return here from Great Bend, Kansas, 2-2 our score with the Braves baseball here on KOFO.
Farewell complications, later stress. Goodbye business hours. Want a new level of banking convenience? Say hello to the Arvest Go mobile banking app from Arvest Bank. With Arvest Go, you can deposit checks, pay bills, log lost or stolen debit cards. You can even pay people directly with just a tap. Arvest Go lets you bank virtually anytime, anywhere, and it's only from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities. Arvest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
It'll be Eric Reese out of the bullpen as Josh Perez just talked with Alex Bryant, gave him a little look. They're not concerned whatsoever, and I'm not either. Perez doing his job. Going 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, and you're even. You know, Reese, your best arm out of the bullpen, put him in here, stop the bleeding, get out of the inning, and it's nothing ball game. You tied it 2, going into the 6th. With some offense going, Mendoza still looking like he's going to be up and out. They do have a righty throwing in the bullpen for them. Eric Reese making appearance number 20 on the season, an ERA of 2.37. Will face Rojas as that one will miss outside. That is Harden Gerardis. The PA announcer said Rojas. It's not who was at the dish. Reese a record of 3-1, 5 saves, 25 hits, 8 earned runs, 28 strikeouts. As that one is hit to the left-hand side, just out of the reach of Wise. That's going to rattle around the corner. 1 run poster on the score. Broughton still hasn't found it. Liam will cut the ball off with the bases clearing double for Aaron Gerardis. And the Eagles lead by 2. A 4-run explosion for Oklahoma Wesleyan as their softball team cheers them on. The Eagles softball team actually having a great season themselves. Got the 2nd seed, or the 3rd seed, 18-6, 36-10 overall, with the Braves 40-7, 23 and 21-3 overall on the softball side. Big guy at the dish for the Eagles, Luis Antigua. As that one will bounce in the dirt. Antigua in for Council. In this pinch hit spot. Reese just trying to get out of this because the Braves back up to the dish. A 4-run inning for the Eagles. As that one will ring in there 1-1. 2 hit batters, a walk, and 2 hits brought home 4 runs for Oklahoma Wesleyan. They moved some momentum back into that dugout. It was quite dead over there for quite some time. There's a big swing and a miss there from Antigua. He's looking for a big punch out here. Get the Braves offense back up. It'll be 3-4-5 due up for the Braves in the home half. As that one chopped right to me. Nothing doing. Battling. 1 and 2. 2 outs. And runner at second, that's Garrett. That one's chopped. Reese stabs it. Right over to first. Flip it to Rich in time. 1-3 ends the inning after a dazzling play from Rich. But not before 4 runs come across for the Eagles. Braves offense did a little bit of work. It'll be 3-4-5 for the Braves. We return here from Great Bend here on KOFO.
When it comes to jewelry, the fit is important, not just on your finger, but on your wallet. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton at Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa, where we work to fit your ring to fit your budget. Diamonds come in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. The last thing we want is for you to think you can't afford a beautiful new ring. Come see our selection at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main, downtown, where there's no high-pressure sales. We just want to be sure the fit on your finger matches the fit on your finances. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. If you're a Star Wars nerd, a fan, you know the rest. And if you're not, you still know Luke, Leia, and Darth. You know, their dad. Oops, spoiler alert. It's time for Trivia Night at Primetime Grill, so get your Jedi on and join us tonight at 7 for Star Wars Trivia. Whether you know your R2-D2 from your BB-8, we'll have questions for everyone, and you'll have a chance to win a $50 Primetime Grill gift card, all while you enjoy the full-service bar and Kansas cuisine. May the Force be with you, and you with us, tonight for Star Wars Trivia Night at Primetime Grill.
Braves baseball trailing by 2. 4-2 our score, bottom of the 6th, Blake Griffin here on the call this afternoon. Braves a little rattled after the 4 runs and put up 2 themselves, 1 of the second, 1 of the fourth. It'll be 3-4-5 for the first team all KCAC. Jonah Weisner will foul things off at inning. Weisner 1 for 2. Ground out over to Osuna, his first time up, and a single into left field. Was left stranded at third as the Braves loaded the bases. You hate to look back at that 4th inning and wish you would have got more. Bases were juiced here against Mendoza, and the Braves came up empty with a pair of pop-outs. That one will miss. 2-1. Here to the Moose, the captain. Launches that one out on the left. Going back is Logan. Didn't have to move much to his right. Makes the catch for out number 1. Bottom of the 6th starts here for the Braves with the fly out. We got Pedro Estacio. Started the whole thing in the second. Dribble off the wall. Hit one off the almost deepest part of the ballpark. 375 to the corners, 400 to center, and 325 down the line. That one will miss those stairs. Really missed a home run by probably a foot and a half, maybe. Hit off the top of the wall. Ended up getting a triple out that came around to score anyway. Mendoza dials it up on that one. My goodness. Daggio out in front, missed all of it. Mendoza eyeing down a big 0 himself as that one shot on the ground in the left field. Second of the ball game for Pedro Estacio here in his Great Bend debut. A big round of first, as per usual here for Estacio. Goes back in the first as they bring up Lucas Rich. Rich having a good day himself, 1 for 1 with a sac fly back in the second, brought home Pedro. A lot of power in that back. It even picks up on one swing as now one's another Chavez able to block it. Watching Chavez work behind the dish is a lot of fun. Did a real good job behind there. As Rich will swing him into that one. No score over there in the softball game in the second inning. A game also here on KOF. That one's on the radio. That one is hit into the middle of the infield. Manning calls everybody off and will make the catch for out number 2. 12:20 a.m. 3.7 FM. So with 2 outs and 1 on, it gave X time. We'll look at this to keep this inning rolling for the Braves. So a couple of arms rolling up in the 10 for the Eagles. They've been sat back down, and rightfully so. Mendoza has gotten right back to work here in the inning. 66 pitches for Mendoza. As that one will miss low. 41 of them strikes. The 1-1, Mendoza sets, comes. Hit off the end of the bat from Eckstein, right to Smith. The field over to first in time for out number 3. 3 unassisted, another 0 on the board for Mendoza. Exactly what you want after a big 4 spot in the top half. Top of the 7th coming up here from Great Bend, the Braves. Trailing by 2, you listen to Braves baseball here on KOFO.
How many times have you heard universities and colleges make claims about having student-centered personalized learning? Really? In a lecture hall of 500 students? That's no way to learn, and that's not how you learn at Ottawa University. With reasonable class sizes, students have the opportunity to actually participate in class, connect with their peers, and feel invested in their school community. That's how learning takes place, and how students at Ottawa University are prepared for a life of significance. Find out more about starting your experience at Ottawa University by visiting ottawa.edu.
If you have a passion for selling, willing to learn our sales system, and are driven to succeed, KOFO would love to talk to you about filling an open position of marketing consultant. KOFO takes pride in simplifying the marketing process for our customers while helping advertisers track the impact of their campaigns and understand their advertising options. In short, we help our customers grow their business. To help you along the way, we provide ongoing training and the best prospecting tools in the business. Email your resume to kofo@kofo.com. KOFO is an equal opportunity employer.
Back here for the top half of the 7th quarter to our score. Eagles 4 runs off 3 hits, 1 error. The Braves 2 hits off 5 hits, or 2 runs off 5 hits, 1 error. Eric Reese back out on the mound. We'll face 9-1-2 as Manning will square the butt and butt that one foul. Manning 0 for 2. Strikeout, ground out. That one sits off to the right-hand side, scrambling. Got to be quick with it. Manning going up the middle. And will be retired in his 4th at-bat. Or rather, 3rd, pardon me. 4th trip to the lineup now, and the lineup flips back over here for Tommy Davis. Davis 0 for 3. All 3 ground outs. As we talked about, just 2 balls in the outfield, rather 3. 2 singles and a double. Anything other than that has been in the infield. And even those hits touch turf. None of them line drives into the outfield, all of them skipping through the infield. As way ahead of that one is Davis. Reese eyeing down a big K. And he's well out in front of that one, choking up with a bat. Just drops that one into the outfield. Davis around first. Will be into second with a double. Good 2-strike inning. Knew he was going to get the off speed and was just able to poke that. So Davis with his first hit of the ball game. Coming here in the 7th. We'll bring up Dennis Ozuna. Ozuna 0 for 3 Ks. 1 out, 1 on. I want to take high out of play out toward the softball field. Didn't quite get on it. Still in the second inning over there for softball. No score update yet, still 0-0. 1 out, 1 on. Davis second. Davis only a matter of time before he reached base with that high on base percentage, well close to 500. Ozuna, even the count 1-1. Race sets, looks at second, deals. It's in the dirt. Rays looking for another 0. Right the ship, calm the storm after the 4 inning. As that one shot to the right-hand side, out on the right. That one's going to chop in front of Eckstein. Gabe over to third. It'd be cut off by LZ. Volcano. Davis in the third. First single for Ozuna. As the Eagles offense has jumped on Reese to start. We'll see what the call is here from Sizemore on this first and third play. Ozuna at first, Davis at third for Nick Chavez. Catcher has reached base all 3 times, has been hit twice, and has walked as he's well ahead of that one. One double play already for the Braves defense. Coming off of that is Jordan Smith. Back in the fourth went 6-4-3 Taylor made across the diamond. Would love a big one here. Oklahoma Wesleyan supporters out in full force. Softball team getting ready to play a little later today. Coming to support their baseball team. They play at 2:30. Cheering on and being the student section here for the Braves. So 0-2. Eric Reese didn't like the sign he got. Steps off, resets. As the 0-2 will miss upstairs. Misses upstairs. Eric Reese with a very good breaking ball. Throws unorthodox. The windup strange all the way around. And by virtue, has a lot of movement on that off speed. As that one's ripped down the right field line. There. Into the right field corner. One run comes around the score. Eckstein finally fields as they hold the runner up at third. And another run comes to score. The Eagles offense comes alive. RBI double from Chavez as they've gotten a Reese. Not something that you could normally say. Actually, Eric Reese on the season coming into today. Almost the same amount of earned runs as walks. 8 earned runs, 6 walks. Today has allowed more than just a couple. 4 hits, just the 1 earned run. They haven't quite updated it yet. So they have. Actually, they only credited 1 run to Reese. Yeah, he came in to face Garretis. Yeah, Josh Perez was responsible for all of them. Raising the infield in. The 1-1. Out in front by Smith. For the big 4 in the hit column after no hit through the first 4 innings. Big out in front, able to foul him off as Smith fights it off. 5-2 our score. In the top of the 7th inning, the Braves in the opening round matchup, the 4-5. Winner takes on Kansas Wesleyan this afternoon, this evening at 7 o'clock. Here at the same time, same place. And that one will miss low. Loser will have to play tomorrow in a rough way out of the losers bracket. Have to play tomorrow with 7. Long wait. And then have to play 2 on Friday and 2 on Saturday if they want to win it. Big strikeout. Punch down Jordan Smith for out number 2. Defense will return back to their normal position. Jesus Rojas. 1 for 2. Single error and HBO walk came around to score. In that 6th inning was one of 4 Eagles to score in the inning. As they would tie the game and then take the lead in the inning. Added on an insurance run here in the 7th with a chance for a couple of more. Eric Reese trying to put a stop to that. 1-0. Here to Rojas. Reese settles. Comes. Way out in front is Rojas. First time to the lineup for Reese. I said a lot of swings just like that, well out in front. Change of pace from Perez, it seems. 1-1. Bounced in the dirt, swung over the top of by Rojas. Reese dying down back-to-back Ks to get him out of this inning. Would be strikeout number 6 as his staff, or 7, rather. Perez was 5. All even at 2s. 2s on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2. 2 outs and 2 on. Big swing and a miss, got him. Back-to-back games for Eric Reese moves the staff total is 7. 5-2 our score. Braves needs some help on the offense. 7, 8, and 9 to up here in the home half of the 7th. It's stretch time here in Great Bend. We'll be right back. Listen to the Braves baseball here on KOFO.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
If you can sail and want the opportunity to earn unlimited income, KOFO Radio has a marketing consultant position for you. Radio sales experience is helpful, but if you have a sales background outside of media, we can teach you about radio. Responsibilities include selling radio advertising at events to new and existing clients, with performance measured by achieving personalized sales goals, generating and maintaining clients, and providing ongoing customer service. Email your resume to kofo@kofo.com. KOFO Radio is an equal opportunity employer.
Bradley Bryant trying to get the troops up and rolling in the dugout. Young, we don't have time. Got to get going. Bottom of the 7th. Sizemore will lead things off. It'll be Sizemore, Volcano, and Farnham. 7, 8, and 9 to face Mendoza still out there on the mound. The first one rings in this respect, number 1. Just a couple of Eagles stretching out there in the bullpen. They're looking to ride Mendoza as long as possible, especially after a newfound lead. Comes into the inning, 69 pitches coming into the 7th. Sizemore into left field. Leadoff single for Nick Sizemore. Pass the torch. Next guy up mentality is it'll be Alex Food to come in and run for Sizemore. Robbie Williams to grab the bat in a big spot for the Braves, trailing by 3. Williams had a great explosion in the middle of the year. And since there's kind of cooled down, hitting 237 on the year. 23 RBI with 6 home runs. That one will get in there at the letters for strike one. 0-1. Nobody out. Took off move. Coons just able to get back in time. Caught off balance just a little bit. Williams is going to spark some offense here for the Braves. That one's hit out in the center. Ranging towards the gap is Gerardis. Gerardis would like to catch in right center field for out number 1. Flyouts and pop-outs litter the electric here for the Braves, especially over the last couple of innings. F8, P6, F7, P6, P5, F7. Braves have tried to lift a couple of baseballs, but have not really had a lot of success as Farnham will foul that one back. Looks like the Braves softball team has scored over on the other field. 1-0 looks like the score over there. Farnham 0 for 2. Been unlucky his last 2 times, hit him right back up the middle, and those have stabbed both of them. He got moves 0-2. Gotta fight, gotta be tough here. So I'm going to grind out in that bat. Mendoza kicks and deals. Will miss outside. So the Braves would love to get into that bullpen right about now. Mendoza has been on a roll since the 4th and really only gave up a solo shot in that inning. Farnham will miss back pick, not in time. So able to get back with a head first dive. Evens the count of 2s. Just one out. Needing to be that second leadoff here for the Braves. Farnham up the middle, man, to second for 1 across the diamond. A twin killing, a rally killer all the way around. 6-4-3. Taylor made for Oakwoo. And that'll kill some momentum here in the Braves dugout. Another 0 hung on the board for Mendoza as we head to the 8th. Braves trail by 3. 5-2 our score, and we return here from Great Bend on the KOFO.
What do you do when you need your local KOFO news, weather, sports, and entertainment, but you're not in the car or near the radio? First of all, don't panic. We know you don't want to miss out, so we've created a solution.
Connection established.
Visit the all-new KOFO.com, and your problem is solved. Right there at the top of the page, you'll find a big red arrow that says Listen Live. Click it, and you'll enjoy all of the news, weather, sports, and entertainment with our KOFO live stream. Powered on all devices by your local Premier Heating and Cooling and now Plumbing Company. All seasons air conditioning and heating. The KOFO live stream brings you everything you hear on 1220 and 103.7 FM. And if you're not by the computer, you can ask Alexa to play KOFO or download the KOFO app on your phone. We're making it easy and convenient to take KOFO wherever you go, anytime, anywhere. So if you can't listen on air, go online to stay caught up with everything you need. Just visit us now at the all-new KOFO.com.
Cameron Sistrunk out of the bullpen for the Braves. After Eric Reese goes ending the third, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, no walks on the record. Perez finishes the game 5 2/3, 2 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Braves need another 0. Just got 2 innings offensively. That's how good Mendoza's been. Not sure how long they're going to let him ride, and you probably let him ride as long as the arm feels good. 79 pitches through 7 for Mendoza. 6, 7, 8. 2 up for this trunk. The other top half of the 8th is that one. We'll miss inside. Reese back to that case to end the last inning. That one's hit up into the air. Might be the first flyout we see out there. Farnham coming in, battling with Broughton will call him off and make the catch out in center. The Gold Glove recipient finally gets to play. It's the first flyout we've seen to an outfielder this entire game for Oakwood. They've got all their action done and ground balls through the infield. Couple of doubles down the left field line. I've really not tried to do too much, to be completely honest. I've just stayed within themselves. Been tough with 2 strikes. That one's hit to Liam to his left up the middle across the diamond to Rich, who stretches 6-3 for out number 2. It was going to be a tough draw all the way through. The Braves would have loved to have won that game and faced Friends in the 3 o'clock game. Won the series against both of them. The Braves really only dropped 2 series in total. This truck, 0-1. Council back in after the pinch hit appearance from Antigua back in the 6th. This truck kicks and deals the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Everybody wanted to avoid the Thursday game tomorrow in the losers bracket. The Braves will play it at 7 o'clock here tomorrow. Don't miss upstairs. And it's a tough way through that losers bracket. Got to play Thursday, 2 on Friday, where you finally even make the championship games. Already playing 4 games on the weekend. That's that little miss off the dish, and the count runs full. Friday at 3 and then Friday at 7. Back-to-back, you play a doubleheader on Friday as that one found on the left field line. And then you just keep your fingers crossed that Kansas Wesleyan is the team you face in a championship, because runner-up gets into the tournament as well. That one's hit high into the air. Sizemore in foul territory. Throws the mask and makes the catch. P2 to end the 8th. And here come the Braves offense. Bottom of the 8th. The Braves trail by 3. Got to get something rolling. We're right back here from Ray Bend here on KOFO.
Baseball on radio. You can hear the roar of the crowd, the crack of the bat, the play at the plate, all in your mind's eye. It's how the game is played and heard. KOFO is proud to bring you the 2023 season of the Kansas City Royals, courtesy of our longtime title sponsor, State Farm agent Ryan Disbrow, and our generous game sponsors, including the Gun Guys, Sutton's Jewelry, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, and the Ottawa Herald. Your source for information and entertainment, and Royals baseball on radio, 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Each year, more than 3.5 million older adults are victims of financial exploitation in the U.S. Many are afraid to report it, but taking action prevents additional victims. Here's what you can do. Stop. Don't interact with the scammers. Verify the source with a trusted person and report it right away if you think you've been scammed. Call 1-800-922-5330 to report. Sponsored by the state of Kansas and aired in cooperation with the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Bottom of the 8th inning here from Great Bend, Kansas. A couple of our last sponsors here. Benny's Body Shop and Repair, Harvest Bank, and Newco Concrete, along with Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. Thank you so much for sponsoring this station. Top of the order, Broughton, Spradlin, and Weisner. That one is shot just foul. Maybe by just a couple of feet, as Council playing no doubles on the left field line. Almost on that foul line by third base. Cole's had an unfortunate day. He's been 0 for 3. Mendoza stumped him. But a chance to turn things around here in his 4th at-bat. The 0-2 fouled off. 2-0 now over there for Braves softball, as they are in the 3rd inning. Braves here in the 8th for the baseball team. As Bradley will foul that one off just over the ticket stand. Wind has died for the most part here at the complex as Barton fights the 0-2, and that one will bounce down to Missouri. Braves left 4 on base here this afternoon as Barton again fights that one off. Five left on base in total for the Braves, including that big 4th inning. They had the bases loaded in just the 1 out and were able to get any back. As the 1-2 misses. The entirety of the Eagles faithful, including the outfielders, wanted that one. We turned away here for the time being as DB has tied it up 2-2. Still trying to work their way on. Be a good leadoff because that one's fought. Be a great at bat regardless. Really driving the pitch count up for Mendoza. Mendoza, who came in at 79 pitches. Don't know if he's really going to go over 100. That one will miss outside, right at full. Braves ran into a buzzsaw that was Frizzle on Saturday, game 3 of the series against Bethany. He won 140 pitches. The full count. Launched out in the center field. Going back is Garretis. Garretis towards the warning track will make the catch. Double steps in front of the wall. So a long out number 1. No official addition to the pitch count yet. Yeah, it actually just did. 10 pitch at bat for Broughton. Spradlin will watch that one ring at the knee. Spradlin 1 for 3. Solo shot in the 4th. Made the game 2-0 at the time. Would love some more Sprad's magic here in the 8th. 8th inning, number 8 at the plate. Mendoza finally gets to sign, kicks and deals. Spradlin hits that one fair down the left field line. Spradlin on his horse. Will be in the second with a 1-out double. Zach Spradlin getting the party started. This is his second hit of the game. Still nobody up really throwing for the Eagles. Bring up Jonah Weisner, 1 for 3. Single in the 4th. As he's taken. Looks like the Braves might be taken until they get a strike here. Drive up that pitch count. 1 out, 1 on. Braves take off move, actually, before we get our next pitch. Nothing doing over there. Osuna. He was trying to get the attention of Mendoza. Telegraph the pickoff move a little bit out there. It's a tough spot to get a pickoff anyway. You have to be not really paying attention as a runner to get picked off at second, or maybe too much of a lead. Washington will watch that one in there on the outer edge. Weisner on the season. 36 RBI, second on this Braves team. As that one will miss up. Estacio, the tying run on deck if Weisner is to reach. Braves have climbed their way back a couple of times throughout the season. That one's hit fair. Council racing with Spradlin in the back. Spradlin's into third, and Weisner will reach. Hopefully, it should be an infield single, to be honest. But we'll see what the official score is. And indeed, it looks like it's going to be a single. So here we go. Keeping things going. Moving the train along for Pedro Estacio. He's a big hack at that one. Popped it up to shallow right. Ozuna makes the catch. And brings up Lucas Rich. And one of the hottest bats in the lineup for the Braves and Lucas Rich. Been on fire the last couple of weeks. Had a phenomenal series against Southwestern, a couple of home runs there. Had a great series against Bethany, a couple of home runs there. We've seen the average jump up to 360. 1 for 2 with an RBI. Here in game number 1 of the tournament. Rich taking till he gets the strike, and he'll get it. Count even to 1-1. A righty throwing out there for the Eagles. Actually just threw, looks like just 5 pitches, and now he's settling back down. Rich checks his swing. He'll check out there and say no, he did not. And gonna be honest over here, I think he got away with that one. Field umpire not in a great spot. 3 field umpires here for the tournament. And just will foul that one off. Home plate umpire, first base umpire, then a field umpire. As the count even to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Weisner at first. Spradlin at second. Or rather, Spradlin at third. A lot of speed all around the base paths. Rich will swing right through it. A big K for Mendoza. Again, leaving the Braves on base. 6 Braves left on base. And Ventura hung on the board for Mendoza as we head to the ninth. Do or die time here for the Braves. They trail by 3. Right back here on KOFO.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. If you're a Star Wars nerd, fan, you know the rest. And if you're not, you still know Luke, Leia, and Darth. You know, their dad. Oops, spoiler alert. It's time for Trivia Night at Primetime Grill, so get your Jedi on and join us tonight at 7 for Star Wars Trivia. Whether you know your R2-D2 from your BB-8, we'll have questions for everyone, and you'll have a chance to win a $50 Primetime Grill gift card, all while you enjoy the full-service bar and Kansas cuisine. May the Force be with you, and you with us, tonight for Star Wars Trivia Night at Primetime Grill.
Top of the 9th inning, Sistrunk still on the mound after the Braves leave 2 stranded. 2 innings for the Braves offense has just sputtered. The 4th inning, 3 hits in the inning, along with an error. Just brought 1 across on the solo shot from Spradlin. Left 3 on base in that inning. Left 1 on in the 6th and left 2 on in that 8th inning. As the offense has seen a shortage of timely hitting. It'll be a 9-1-2. New batter up, number 44. We'll give you his name here in a second. He'll face Sistrunk. That one will miss off. Grant Kirschberger, sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana, will grab a stick here in the ninth. Getting at that. Sistrunk kicks and deals. That one will miss low. 3-2, the score over for softball as that one rings in there. Now 3-1. It looks like York is taking the lead in the 3rd. Sistrunk trying to work his way back. The 3-1, a half-hearted swing from Hirschberger. Back to full. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sistrunk dying down a K. 3-2. They'll miss off. So top of the order. It looks like we have a pinch runner. .43. Nate Vigil will come in and pinch run. 3-run ball game. Looking to keep it that way here is Fistrunk. Tommy Davis squares the bunt. Fistrunk over to third. Over to first, rather, in time. I was looking at third base. Widener was coming in towards the ball. Nobody was covering it for a second, but nothing doing. Vigil over at second now. After the sack bunt from Davis. We'll bring up Ozuna. I want to ring the outside corner. Ozuna with his right pocket out. Got the blinker on. Nothing to one out. This Trump checking the runner at second a couple of times. Finally kicks some deals. Sizemore having to box that one up. And doing so. Can't lose the 1-1. The Braves, we're going to keep it here. I've had a couple of comebacks on the year so far. 3 does seem manageable. 4 kind of starts to become a mountain. As that one's fouled to the plate. Just out of bloop and blast range. But as long as you're within the Grand Slam territory, you always have to feel like you got a fighting chance. And, of course, the Grand Slam was win the Braves the game at this point in time. The strength deal. That was hit high into the air. Farnham on his horse. Well fielded for out number 2. 2 outs recorded in the outfield this game, both to Farney. Flashing the gold glove, the gold leather out there in center field. Chavez, who has reached base every time here for the Eagles, comes back in. The top of the ninth for his 5th at-bat or 5th plate appearance. 1 for 1 technically with that double. As that one missed off. Doubled in the 7th, brought home an RBI. Gave the insurance run to the Eagles. Was hit by a pitch twice and walked. Has scored 1 time, or rather Vigils came around to score. Big cut and a miss. Count even at 1-1. This trunk come out of the bullpen once again. 14 appearances, making an appearance for 15. Record of 2-0, 1 save. A 3.47 ERA, 20 hits, 9 earned runs, and 25 Ks. That one hit out into left field. Rodney can't drive under it. Picks up the set and will come back into the dugout. Braves needing some offense. They trail by 3. Do or die time. 6, 7, 8. When we return here from Great Bend here on KOFO.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. Baseball on radio. You can hear the roar of the crowd, the crack of the bat, the play at the plate, all in your mind's eye. It's how the game is played and heard. KOFO is proud to bring you the 2023 season of the Kansas City Royals, courtesy of our longtime title sponsor, State Farm agent Ryan Disbro, and our generous game sponsors, including the Gun Guys, Sutton's Jewelry, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, and the Ottawa Herald. Your source for information and entertainment, and Royals baseball on radio, 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Bottom of the ninth inning, do or die for Ottawa. 6, 7, and 8 And we gave Eckstein back in to hit for Connor Jeffers. Just the defensive substitution so far for Jeffers as Gabe re-enters. Eckstein Sizemore, Volcano. As Gabe swings and misses to the first one. Mendoza's still on mound. Trying to do everything that Oakwood wants out of that first game starter. As that one will miss. 8 innings, 8+ innings at the moment. 6 hits. Or 8 hits. 2 earned runs. That was hit softly. Going to be a tough play for Council. Won't get it. That ball's up the line. Eckstein slips over to first. They'll retreat back to first. Oh, my goodness. A swinging bunt of sorts. I'm actually curious if they're going to score that one. I think Eckstein might have beat it. But Council did throw that ball away. They will give it the infield single. It was going to be a tough play for Council regardless. Sizemore at the dish. Nobody out and a runner on. They're going to move the bus along. Actually thought he hit him. Didn't hit him, says the home plate umpire. 1-0 as that one will miss upstairs. Now 2-0. Brandon Kelly getting told to grab a bat in the dugout as Mendoza gets a quick talk with Chavez. He's joined by Mannon out there on the mound. Just to calm things down just a little bit, has missed a couple of the zone here to Sizemore. So Sizemore heads 2-0, now 3-0. Mendoza in danger of bringing the tying run to the dish. That one will be rung in there. Thought it was ball 4. No better guy to tell you it's ball 4 than the guys that catching behind the dish. But the 3-1 hit hard, cutting, and out of play. Sizemore 1 for 3. Single to the 7th. Ground out, pop out. Battling here. Count is full. 3-2. The off pitch comes from Mendoza. This upstairs. A walk. And here comes Brandon Kelly. BK. As Kuhn will go into courtesy run. The tying run at the plate. Brandon Kelly. Been told several times on his way up to the on-deck circle, make him throw strike. Make him come to you. In 3:37 on the year, 20 RBI for Brandon Kelly. As he'll foul that one off. Nobody out. Eckstein at second. Kuhn at first. Brandon Kelly at the dish. Braves down 5-2 in the bottom of the ninth. Cannot write it better. As that one's fouled off. Nothing in 2. BK looking to battle here with 2 strikes. Pull off a Sizemore at that. So chase that one off. And a strikeout and a big one for Mendoza. 1 out. 2 on for Tyler Farnham. Barney Gold Glove recipient. No stranger to big moments. In my first broadcast, singled his way on to the Holland Bone. With an RBI a 2 RBI walk-off home run. And Farnham will square the butt. Hit up the line. Has been a staple in this Braves line the last 2 years. Kind of got kicked down to the 2 spot, went down to the 9 hole with how well Spradlin's been this season. Farnham hitting .318. Not a bad season himself. 26 RBI. We'll have a couple of more here. And those who comes with the 0-1. Jam shot hit out of play. Cannot stress how badly both teams want this game. You do not want to go through the losers bracket. Have to play 3 games in 2 days, 4 if you count today. As Farnham laces one, it's actually stabbed. Probably the best outcome that you could have got outwise there. As if Ozuna's able to keep that one on the ground, that's a double play, and then that's the ball game. Farnham, who has stung the baseball at every trip up the dish, has not just found the outfield. It's been an unsuccessful, unlucky day. Just keeps mashing the baseball. Cole Broughton. Who else? Leader in average, leader in home runs, leader in RBI as the wind picks up. And Mendoza sneaks the strike back there. Broughton 0 for 4. But all stories turn around if he becomes the hero here tonight. The 0-1 fouled off. Broughton swinging out of his shoes on that one. Mendoza is going to put away the Braves. 117 pitches coming into this inning, or coming into this at-bat. Broughton trying to spoil his outing. Bottom of the 9th, 2 strikes. Braves backs against the wall. 2 on, 2 out. The 0-2, got him. Strikeout. K number 5 on the afternoon for Mendoza, who completes the complete game. Ogle Wesleyan will head to the 7 o'clock matchup this evening. The Braves will play tomorrow at 3 in a loser-out matchup against the loser of the game between McPherson and the winner of Friends and Tabor. That game will be at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Well, it's been a rough one. We'll be right back with the post-game show here on KOFO.
What do you do when you need your local KOFO news, weather, sports, and entertainment, but you're not in the car or near the radio? First of all, don't panic. We know you don't want to miss out, so we've created a solution. Visit the all-new KOFO.com, and your problem is solved. Right there at the top of the page, you'll find the big red arrow that says Listen Live. Click it, and you'll enjoy all of the news, weather, sports, and entertainment with our KOFO live stream. Powered on all devices by your local Premier Heating and Cooling and now Plumbing Company. All seasons air conditioning and heating. The KOFO live stream brings you everything you hear on 1220 and 103.7 FM. And if you're not by the computer, you can ask Alexa to play KOFO or download the KOFO app on your phone. We're making it easy and convenient to take KOFO wherever you go, anytime, anywhere. So if you can't listen on air, go online to stay caught up with everything you need. Just visit us now at the all-new KOFO.com.
Braves drop a tough one. 5-2, the final here from Great Bend. In game number 1, a game the Braves led all the way over to the 6th inning. We're up 2-0 before the Eagles exploded for 4 in the 6th and 1 in the 7th. Mendoza was able to hold the line against the Braves. 8 runners left on base for the Braves is likely what you're going to circle as to why they were unable to come out on top. The Eagles, on the other side, stranded 6 of themselves, but were able to put 5 across. Braves 2 runs off 9 hits, 1 error. The Eagles 5 runs off 6 hits, 1 error. 5-2 the final. The Braves, as I mentioned, will play tomorrow at 3. Don't know who they're going to be playing, as the game that decides who they play tomorrow at 7 will be a 11 a.m. game tomorrow. Tabor and Friends play at 3, and then the winner of that will play McPherson. The loser of the McPherson and winner of that game will play us. We're way too early, just the first game in total here for the Great Bend Sports Complex. That'll be a tough road. It'll be Tyler Bryant tomorrow at 7. Throwing on the mound to do or die game, presumably, against whomever we face. The Braves will have to play Thursday, 2 on Friday, just to get to the championship game on Saturday. And then we'll have to play 2 on Saturday if they want to win the championship, 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. So all this did was make this just that much harder, but just makes the story a little bit better. Winning pitcher, Michael Mendoza for the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. Winning pitcher, losing pitcher for the Braves will be Josh Perez, 5 2/3, 2 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Came out, gave a good outing, but was just unable to get that last out in the inning that would have completely changed the outcome of this game. That is probably the flashpoint in the matchup. But for everybody who makes this production possible, back at the station, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for the loser out elimination game here from Great Bend. This has been Blake Griffin for KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed our coverage of OU Braves women's softball on KOFO. Brought to you by Beanie's Body Shop and Repair, Grub and Chug, Quality Structures, Kansas State Bank, and by Nuco Concrete, CarStar, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, Sutton's Jewelry, also by Ottawa University, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Advent Health Ottawa, and by the Ottawa Herald, Arvest Bank, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. For more information about our next OU Braves sports broadcast, listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO Sports Calendar, and visit the KOFO Sports page at KOFO.com. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.